Fuck it, I'm stuck in my ways. Paper is all we about, nigga. All that beefing for the lame dudes. They just be running their mouth, nigga. Had me call a Brook and Rumble. Had them grimy niggas run up in your house, nigga. Cannon all up in your mouth. Ugh. Rick James on your couch. Whoa. Cheddar bang with the cloud. Oh, Barry Blue with the account. Oh, only losers talking down, but looking up to me when I come around. That's why I got the crown. These dudes ain't ill, rapping they frail, nigga. That shit I can't feel, lacking the skill. I'm sleeping on rappers like Bill after the pill, yeah. Fuck is on your mind, boy. Came back to put you niggas back in line, boy. Get a good looking niggas on your side, boy. Oh, bitch niggas, whole click a bunch of tomboys. God, Staten Island, yeah, it's mine, boy. I ain't trying, I just do it on the side, swear to God. How y'all in the booth all day and still playing catch up? You ain't even got a job. Defeat these niggas in my leisure. Beastin', rest in peace when I'm on that feature. Beastin', he's rapping, immaculate, feed him. Niggas G'ing him if they saying they seeing him. See me and my niggas one of a kind. Probably why everybody be so mad at us all the time. I ain't aiming at nothing, I'm just detonating the bomb. It's a blending new line since we messing with niggas' minds.
Fuck around and have a Billy in a Pico. Just a Rigo for a grip. Leave a nigga stitch on the lead low. To me, you niggas is fruit of the loom. They keep it brief though. We on leave a nigga reformed. I ain't meek though. See all of my niggas riding in the streets though. None of us ain't doing Willie. Started on you like a hilly. I'm up in the semi, no bluff. It'll lift a nigga up. Try to tell the niggas that I be the one with the wave. Got a little shorty with the pose. In the stage, all my niggas black and with the white. A bunch of renegades. You ain't with the action on my life. You niggas just a rage. You ain't gotta act on with the shits, nigga. Messing with the flow, cause about how I flip, niggas. Stepping up the medication, get a dish, nigga. Barry with the bat, just hit me when you need a hit, nigga. Known fact, I'ma knock it out the park. CVS is lighting up the dog. You don't wanna see the spark. Pop a nigga, let us see the twirl. You can have the Allen, nigga. I'ma need the word. Known fact, I'ma knock it out the park. CVS is lighting up the dark. You don't wanna see the spark. Still gon' do it. Give a fuck about who do it first. You can have the Allen. I'ma need the universe.
I create the way. These niggas riding around it. I create the way. These niggas riding around it. I create the way. These niggas riding around it. I create the way. These niggas riding around it. Yeah. Fuck it, I'm stuck in my ways. Paper is all we about, nigga. All that beefing for the lame.
Boom shakalaka. You feel me?
Mama say, Mama Mamaku, sir. Yeah.
Come on,
let's
son.
go.
You still gotta work on it. Yeah, you know the robbery. Who run the city? We in the building. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what's goody, man?
If you see in our faces, you know it's Friday. Shout out to my daughter Kalia in the background. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to Kalia, man. She's the greatest Knicks fan ever, man.
Word. If you in the building, press share for your boys. I see there's people. I see us 4 people liking us, but there's 4 people watching us, but nobody liking us. I don't like that.
What's good? Like us, you know what I'm saying? It's easy. Just look how easy, how close your finger is to the like button. It's like right there.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You feel me? We here.
Word.
So I don't know. How you want to start this off, man? How you want to start this off?
Man.
Shout out to Kev, because Kev's in the building, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see Kev in the building right there, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kev.
Nixon-ish, yeah, you heard? Nixon.
He funny, you know, like, he's a wise guy, like, the other day I'm doing a vlog and he like jumps in the live. Like I didn't even invite this guy, but you know how we roll or whatever. So he jumps in the live and it's just like there and it's like real awkward, right? So it's like a Net fan and a Knicks fan. And then it's like his picture is like right in the middle, like not even like to the right or to the left where the 2 Nets fans is together. He's like in between the Net fans. And I warn Marlon about guys like this. But anyway, I digress. Shout out to Kev. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you supposed to do, Kev. Run down on them, son.
You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It wasn't that easy though. He tried to, but again, we'll get to that later. Respectfully. As far as, but again, man, what I will say is, that was on my show. You know what I'm saying? That Saturday night, I know you used to tease me like, yeah, you know, you be vlogging. You know what I'm saying? You be vlogging. I'm saying I got a show. I'm like, yeah, you know, respectfully, you got a show. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was trying to do my little show thing. You know what I mean? And then Kev pops up. You know what I'm saying? And but he tried to exit stage left smoothly, but we ain't let him get away with that. You know, shout out to my Nets fans on that page. They pulled up. Kev did pull up. He did try to kick in the door. I ain't gonna hold you, but my Nets fans held it down. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Nets fans that be in the building holding down the page, man. What's up? Yo, look at Coastal Brooklyn in the building, man. Yo,
Yeah.
That's two. That's one up right there, man. Yo, call up. You see that number on the bottom?
After 8, man. After 8, man. Don't be calling up
Yeah,
now.
call up after 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, call
Yeah,
up after 8, man.
let us, you know what I mean? Let us get our feet wet. Let's get through some content. You know what I mean? Like, so boom.
Yeah.
Bad week for both teams.
Yeah, nah, I wasn't talking about now. Bro, oh my God. I don't need this shit from you, T-Tom. I don't need this from you. Not today, man. But I got time, cuz. If you gonna take it there, I'm gonna be ready for it, man. I got time today, man.
All I said was a bad week for both teams.
Yeah, I know it was a bad week, man. But a bad week for us ain't the same as a bad week for y'all. Y'all just gonna lose and then nobody cares. You don't even care. Tips don't care. We care.
Everybody still cares. You feel me? And that's why it's
everybody don't care. Burks the Burger don't care. He don't care if y'all lose.
Bruh, chill out. You talk about Burks the Burger. Wasn't nobody able to save y'all yesterday. No, your whole team couldn't save y'all. KD put on his Superman cape and couldn't save y'all.
Nah, we not supposed to do that. We lost in the playoffs last season because of that. That's we can't do this season. Shout to Bruce Brown. He had his season hot. He had 21 points. Shout to Nick Clax. He played great for those 6 minutes. Only 6 minutes. Yo, Jacques Vaughn, where you at? I hope you sitting somewhere drinking your favorite cup of coffee. Because I want you to know that, yo, this smoke ain't even for tea time right now. I just want Jacques Vaughn to know, listen, man. Play Nick Clax. Ain't no reason why he shouldn't be in the game specifically because T-Time, stay out of this. Don't say nothing. With Jacques Vaughn, and this is what I'm trying to tell you all week because it was a bad week. I wasn't even thinking about Knicks fans. I had no time to troll. I'm going through my own stuff here, man. I'm going through my own stuff, man. And Jacques Vaughn only played Nick Claxton for 6 minutes, and that was the lowest quarter that Miami Heat had in the first quarter with 23 points. Every quarter after they didn't play Nick Claxton, they scored more points than 23. What are we talking about? I'm not mad at a Nick fan. I was mad at Jacques Vaughn, man. But still, don't play, man. Listen, don't play.
All I gotta say, this is directed to all net fans, especially the ones that was talking about them being above and so much further than a 500 ball club.
That was me.
I'm not even going to use my own words for this. I'm going to let Big Ben Breezy ask the question that I want to ask. Like, what happened?
I can't hear nothing. I can't hear nothing.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are they playing? Hold on. Let me get my stuff right, man. What happened? What happened? Like, what happened? What happened?
I could easily answer that. Well, it's not an easy answer, to be honest with you. It's a lot of unpacking. I had to do a lot of unpacking these few weeks, man. For real.
It was funny to me is the fact that that's what, all season, that's what y'all were chatting about, how far above 500 y'all are. And, listen, Boston is playing really good basketball. Y'all just lost to a Miami Heat team without Butler, without Lowry, and somebody else was out. Somebody else was missing. It was like 3 guys, 3 important guys to that team. Oh, Peter was out too. You feel me? So, the way Boston is playing, man, listen. I don't know. Y'all might be under 500 too.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. There's some games I feel like we should have won, and I'm not even talking about the reps. I feel like this far in the season, you can't use the reps as an excuse. The first half of the season, you could have looked at it and say, "Oh, you could be critical as you want with the reps, but you would need a coach that challenge calls for that." And watching games and watching this versus a lot of different teams, I see certain coaches call more challenges than other coaches, you know what I mean? And the significance is that I would feel like that's a cohesiveness, a trust of players on the floor and the coach and what the coach sees on the floor, you know what I'm saying? That chemistry. And the first coaching game I seen Nash have, he got COVID the next day, so it was crazy, you know what I'm saying? So I seen I would say a glimmer of hope in Nash coaching, you know what I'm saying? But I want to, once he's healthy, I think he'll be a better coach. But I don't know, I take for how you say at full capacity or full magnitude what happened in this last week. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at it for what it's worth, and the only good things we got for the most part is knowing that what we are. There's an identity on this team without KD, and that became obvious. It wasn't for what I thought. I seen some positive in it, but for the most part, I'm still heavy on the rotation side. I think certain players should get more minutes than others, especially when I match the stats. The stats it show that certain players should be getting more minutes, and as a fan, fans are heavy seeing this, so we wonder why I don't go the way we want it, and I don't know, man. I don't want to see us in a situation where we don't have the confidence without KD. And that's what that streak resembled to me, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to win some of those games without KD. And we ain't win none of them, you know what I mean? It was like 11-0. Like, shit was crazy. We won that game with Kyrie, so we did win something, but it was like 5-16. It was a crazy stat. Word.
Is that the fact that I lost the game with KD? You feel me? And then I seen people like, yo, but it's KD first game back. It didn't look like KD missed a step. What are you talking about? So you can't even use that as a crutch in that situation.
Nah. I'm not. I don't got no excuses on why we lost that game.
I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. Because you're not the only Net fan I know. You feel me? But I've seen a few Net fans try to use that as a, whether it's KD first game back. I'm like, yo, bro, he dropped 31. There's no excuse. There's no excuse.
No, but again, I'll be honest with you. I feel like at the end of the day, that's why I asked Jacques Vaughn. I hope you somewhere sitting down. You my guy and all that. You know how it is, man. You know how I go, man. Listen, I'm big fan Breeze, and I'm here to tell you, man, that was your time to shine. And I'm going to be honest with you, what I'm saying? Looked like you was still, in a situation where you was listening when you was in the head coach position. And I'm going to keep it real with you. You did some good. I seen when a lead got took and the score was 67-66 and they was up by 1 and that was the first time they took the lead. I see you call timeout. Yeah, that's good, but, not playing players that you should play. Why not mix things up? It was a different lineup. Nash wasn't there. So that's not just a Nash thing to switch up the lineups. That's a Brooklyn Nets thing, right? So switching up lineups, you get Clax playing well as he's playing, not playing him, makes sense of it.
I'm a little confused because if I'm not mistaken, weren't you the guy saying that you should swap out Nash for this guy? Listen, again, I stand on it. I spoke highly of Jacques Vaughn. I feel like he could have been a head coach somewhere, and I feel like this is his time to step up. I feel like, winning these games will say something. This will put you in a situation that would be beneficial for you in a way where, when the chance, opportunity showed up, you know what I mean? You did your thing. And you're not playing Nick Claxton, Davon Sharp is a problem. The significance of that is spacing. Since we're talking basketball, he's the only one that can score in the paint as far as creating his own shot in the paint, as far as interior basket. Now you got LaMarcus, mid-range, automatic. He going to do that from mid-range. That's mid-range. But I'm talking about put shoulder to your chest. Big body, move you out, moving bodies in the paint. Day, let him play. Put Davon Sharp in the game. He a rookie that's ready every time he up there giving you minutes. I'm talking he getting 8 less minutes than Davon. He getting 8 less minutes than James Johnson, and he got the same numbers. As a matter of fact, it might be a little better. So case in point, he not getting minutes don't make sense. And James Johnson, why is it not wise as a coach to tell him to not take 3-pointers? Who's asking him to take 3-pointers? I'm talking about coaching. Again, when I think about championship teams, they always had good coaching. Just why Nash was a risk, right? But Vaughn supposed to be there backing him up. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like that's what we supposed to be strong at in our assistant coaches. David Vanderpool, Vaughn, and, you mentioned Boston. He just left, and he was an assistant coach. Case in point is we supposed to be strong in that area without just a head coach.
And I want to see more. I want to see the right players get played. And that ain't happening if you ain't playing Day'Ron Sharpe and Nick Claxton. Facts.
Listen, Day'Ron Sharpe did play. Day'Ron Sharpe could have did better than what even Andre Drummond did. And this is what I was saying about Andre Drummond being moved from place to place so much in the last few years. He gave y'all 20 minutes. You got them there to rebound. 3 rebounds? For, like, that's it? For Drummond, that's it? Like, bro, that's what y'all bought him here. And then, you know, Bam is nice. But, like, physically, Bam is no match for Andre Drummond. Like, physically. Like,
nah, but yeah.
So,
but not what I'm.
So, like, man. What I'm saying is, like, so how are you getting washed on the boards by?
Hold on.
Hold
on, let me talk about that fat man. Yo, take it easy, Marley. Marley, take it easy. We can't just fire the whole coaching staff. Take it easy, bro.
Bam had 11 rebounds, 11 of them things. You feel me? And
I'm well aware.
You telling me that Drummond only could muster up 3? Like, this is what they want you here for.
Why you looking at the stats? How many Clax had?
Got you. Hold on 1 second. I gotta go down to the Nets. Clax had 3 in 6 minutes.
Exactly. This is, you see what I'm saying? So again, as a fan, listen.
Right. So what I'm situation similar to that.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. I ain't need this from you, T-Tom. This is what I try to tell you. We could have been there for each other. We could have been best amigos. When you're going through stuff like this, you said, no, I want y'all to lose to the Bucks, and etc. So after that, it was straight smoke. So, and then once I found out the history, it was even more smoke. But anyways, what I'm telling you is we got talent that's not being played. That's a problem. Especially when they could run. They can help these veterans. They got a lot of minutes. You feel what I'm saying? Patty Mills, he's probably one of the oldest players on our team, but he got the most minutes. Tell me how that makes sense. We supposed to be known for making sure that we take care of our players on a health-wise. Why are we making sure that the veteran on our team is playing the most minutes? That doesn't make sense. When we got Day'Ron Sharpe, Kessler Edwards, DDJ. I heard Day'Ron Sharpe went to the G League. Like, what's going on? Like, the numbers he's averaging in the G League says, yo, you should put me in a rotation. We talking double-doubles. Like, I think he was averaging like 16 and 12, if I'm mistaken. Like, what? And then we got somebody in the G League. Like, I'm watching the G League because the G League legend Deuce McBride. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching the G League. I find out we got Craig Randall II. He balling. He was the player of the month in the G League. Averaging like 30+. Balling. And what? We won't call him up because we got Dragic? Are you kidding me? So what we okay, that's great. We got Dragic, get him and him. Send Kessler back down and bring him up if y'all not gonna play him because we ain't playing last game. What are we doing? Kessler was so important. Now we not playing him because we got Dragic. I'm not jacking it. The coaches needed to get it together when it come down to roster rotation and stop playing Cam Thomas in situations where everything is an ISO. If the defense don't never gotta guess where the offense is coming from, how are we a threat? If Nash is the 4th leader in assists ever, why aren't the Brooklyn Nets 4th in assists right now or upwards? Exactly. We got to be playing with basketball. It starts mental first. And I'm saying you got to be thinking about it. You got to be thinking about it. You got to care when you out there. You got to love basketball. For real, man. I'm a fan. Like, yo, why he do that? You ever look at the team like, yo, why he ain't pass that? You ain't see that?
I do that every night. I watch Alec Burke play point guard. Every night.
Like, for real, yeah.
Because that's just not his thing. You feel me? But I feel your pain. You feel me when it comes to guys not getting appropriate PT. You feel me?
Man, who deserves point guard minutes over Burke?
Anybody. Anybody. Me. You feel me? I deserve point guard minutes over Alec Burke. You feel me? And it's no knock on Alec Burke being being a bad basketball player. He's just not a point guard, bro. He's just not a point guard. He should never be playing point, and that's a problem. You feel me?
Yo, let me ask you something, bro. Because Marlon said, No, I got you. Kenny Atkinson would have played our young boys. Like, what about your young boys? That's what I'm trying to set you up for. Trying to alley oop and shit.
You alley oop to something that I'm already going. Let me.
All right,
my
bad, my bad. No alley oop, man. I can't. I try to alley oop. My bad.
Oh, I'm already going there. You feel me? So, you know, everybody know how. If you watch Knicks, you clearly know how I feel about the Alec Burks situation. You know, the fact that Deuce McBride is not getting any PT, and like you play him the last minute in 16 seconds in a game we're losing, we already lost. Like, and then you know this
the G League legend.
And then this guy has the nerve, Coach Tommy T, to get up there and ask. When he's asked about the point guard situation, to have the nerve to say Alec Burks is the best we have. Like, no, he's not. He's not. I can name 2 other guys on the team that's not point guards that are better point guards than Alec Burks. One is Emmanuel Quickly. 2 is RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett has started taking the ball and bringing it up himself more often. He had 7 assists last game. I'd rather watch RJ Barrett play the 1 than Alec Burks. And I'm not and that's not my preferred out of all the options. You feel me? That's my least preferred out of all my point guard options. But I'm just saying my least preferred I would rather than Alec Burks. Then my second to least is Deuce McBride, because I don't think he should start. I think he should come off the bench. You feel me? Like,
who though?
Emmanuel Quickly. Quickly should
Emmanuel
be
Quickly and Deuce. Okay. And that should have happened immediately after the Rose injury?
Bro, this shit should have happened months ago. Like, hold on, Big Fan Breezy. Hold on, bro. This kid is about to drive me crazy. Hold on.
Man. Shout out to Kalia, man. Yo, I don't know, man. Shout out to Deuce, man. Yo, you know, I'm pretty sure as soon as you go to Westchester, you know, they got big pictures of Deuce, you heard? They got pictures of Deuce on the bus. You know how they be putting, like, bus pictures on the side of the bus? They probably got Deuce waving with his Westchester Knicks uniform, know what I mean? Like, Deuce could run for mayor in Westchester, you heard? Deuce gonna be the mayor for Westchester. He the Westchester mayor.
Yeah, but yeah, like I was saying, bro, like, they should have definitely been changed a long time ago. You feel me? Like, things should have definitely been changed a long time ago. Like,
Lord have mercy.
And the fact that this man is literally sitting there talking about Burks is the best we have at point is
why you don't refer to him as your coach? Why you said this man?
Oh, because he's being ridiculous. You feel me? I still call him Coach Tommy T from time to time, but this man, when you say something that's stupid, you feel me, is this man.
Hey.
All right, I'm sorry. Clea told me stop saying bad words. Like, I'm still on the fire Coach Tommy T train, and you feel me? Like, but
did that's what I wanted to ask you. Did Obi get popular after the dunk contest? Did he get more minutes, more playing time?
Obi's always been a fan favorite, but as far as PT goes, no, he's still playing Julius Randle 35 plus minutes a game. And then my thing is, and we talk about rotation, and we were just talking about that with your veterans. I'm talking about with the star players, bro. Like, the last game.
Stop, sorry.
The last game. Hey, pretty girl.
Hey, Soraya. Go ahead, man. I gotta.
Yeah.
Come on, sorry.
So, you know what I was saying. The last game he played RJ Barrett like almost 40 minutes. And you know, it's the way that he plays them. He has them playing whole period blocks, bro. Like, you can't expect these players. What up, Jay? You can't expect these players to have gas at the end of the game when they play these kind of minutes and large blocks of minutes. Like, you play them the whole first quarter, they sit for a few minutes in the second quarter, then they play most of the second quarter, then they play the whole entire third quarter, They sit a couple minutes in the beginning of the fourth, but then by like the 8-9 minute mark of the fourth, they're playing the rest of the fourth quarter. And when you're talking about, guys missing jump shots and being flat coming down the stretch, that has a lot to do with the kind of minutes they playing. I'm gonna give you a quick refresher. I'm talking about how Coach Tommy T be burning out guys for the end of the game. Usually, like Julius Randle, Evan Fournier, RJ Barrett played almost the whole first quarter. They don't leave the first quarter until about like 3 minutes left. Then they probably sit for like the first 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. Then they play the whole second quarter. Then they play the rest of the second quarter. Yeah. Then they play the whole entire third quarter pretty much coming out of the game around the 3-minute mark. And then they come back in the game with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And how you expect guys to be able to finish games when they're tired and the intensity of the game is at its highest? Like, well, a lot of times you look, the three-point shots are missing, clank in the front of the rim. There's no defensive effort. We can't get stops because guys are tired.
Right.
Like, you gotta be better with your rotation.
Right.
Like,
no, let's I'm adding to that. I want to add to that.
No, one more thing, because I don't want to lose my train of thought. Somebody asked what's the difference between, like, when I was doing Knicks issue, it was asking what's the difference between last year and this year. They was playing these kind of minutes last year. I said, but these guys weren't necessarily, like, closing out the games. They weren't the guys scoring to close out the game. You had Alec Burke playing in his rightful position, playing 25 minutes a game, still fresh to close out the game. You had Derrick Rose, who was playing a 26 minutes a game, still fresh to close out the game. You had Bullock playing around 30 minutes a game, which is normal minutes for a starter, still kind of fresh to help close out the game. It wasn't the guys like RJ Barrett and Randle per se closing out most of the games. On the scoring front, the defense was still high because they was surrounded by guys that was still fresh. You feel me? Like, that's the difference. He is burning out the players, bro. Like, every game I watch it, I be like, here go the bullshit. You feel me? Like, here go the bullshit because they tired, bro. It's sad to see Coach Tommy T rotations is trash. Fire that.
Right. Like, all right, so let's be talking about basketball, man. Let's break it down. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to good coaching, there's things that I like to see. One of the things besides rotation is when you call a timeout. And adding to, like I was trying to, this Knicks fan, which is I guess as good as it gets when it works for the Knicks fan. You know what I'm saying? He's a cool Knicks fan, but I be trying to agree, but even when I try to agree, it's still tough. But listen, when it comes to the coaching, timeouts is imperative. And when you make the timeout, whether or not you sub in, who and when. Now, the who and when is important, and the when is important is the young guys going in to give the veterans rest if the veterans give the rookies the lead. That's what the veterans are supposed to do. They're either supposed to keep the pace of the game where it's within 10 points to let the rookies come in, whether it's a deficit or over. Case in point is, that's when the veterans are supposed to get rest. I'm thinking this coaching one-on-one. Who am I? I'm just a fan. I don't know basketball like a coach, right? But case in point is, you want these guys to play at top efficiency. And the only way they could do that is at, like, bursts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Basketball is a game that's fast. Like, up and down immediately. You go from sitting down to jumping in the game. And if you asking the rookies to come back from a deficit, I don't think that's smart coaching. I think smart coaching is putting rookies in a situation where we have the lead. Don't wait till the veterans is exhausted and then you put in the rookies to give them rest, give the veterans rest after that. That's how I look at basketball and what I like in coaching besides the roster rotation. When the timeouts is called, and do they actually challenge the refs, the attitude towards the game, and with the X's and O's, or do we just run ISO ball from time to time? Watching the basketball, I seen a lot of pick and rolls only. There was a lot of standing around more than ball rotate. Like, the rotation count without the ball. You don't have to be in the play for you to touch the ball. You gotta let the defense decide where the ball gonna go based on what they think. But if you just showing them one way, they know exactly where the ball is gonna go. There has to be some trickery, some type of pick and roll. And this guy, he sets the back screen. This guy, he sets a pick for this guy, even though he doesn't have the basketball. Like, it can't just be Cam Thomas standing around when it ain't his time to shoot or waiting for the double team. Put Cam Thomas in a situation where he got to play drawing up for him, coming off of the pick. Do a double pick. Put Nick Claxton in more situations where him and Drummond either or can run the pick and roll. Put Cam Thomas in that situation. He do it well with LaMarcus Aldridge. If we gonna mix it up, keep what works. And what works is Cam Thomas with LaMarcus Aldridge. What works is Bruce Brown with anything right now. He developed a jump shot. Like, put time into Bruce Brown, and we did. I will say that the Brooklyn Nets did that right, but not playing Nick Claxton, Day'Ron Sharpe, that's not giving LaMarcus Aldridge rest. And we playing LaMarcus Aldridge as many minutes as we could off of a health situation, and that's what I want to shy away from. I want to see him play less minutes. I want to see LaMarcus play no more than 22 minutes. That's how I look at it. And easily be done by putting Day'Ron Sharpe in the game, because Day'Ron Sharpe can create his own shot in the paint. Y'all don't want to talk too long, man, because I'm saying the same thing. But at the end of the day, like you said, it was a bad week. And I was upset the entire week. I'm going to enjoy a game when I watched the Heat take the lead, when we had the lead the whole game, giving them work. But quarter after quarter, they got closer. And we couldn't stop Strus because Nick Claxton wasn't in the game. He's a perfect player that Nick Claxton could have stopped. Strus only shot 3-pointers. He was 6 for 12. The best the best perimeter defender we got is Nick Claxton. Why is it not automatic that he's not guarding Strus or Strauss from Miami? Like, this is the things that be in me tight. Like, how I'm supposed to enjoy the game when you mad at the coach. You expect these plays, like I be seeing Patty Mills on the switch. When Bam scored that last basket to make it out of hand, it was Bruce Brown and I think Patty Mills guarding him. Where the hell is Clax? Where's Drummond? Where's LaMarcus Aldridge? Why is the last basket Bam got to go up on the guard and the forward? Make it make sense. My beef is not with no Knicks fan this week, I promise. All I wanted to do is come here and under, you know what I'm saying? Say I understand when my team is low. This shit brought me back to back in the day. But we still got championship, how you say, we still contending. Like, this shit is different. You know, it's one thing to admit defeat. Like, we don't feel it. Like, we feel like, yo, even though we going through this, it's a storm we gonna weather. KD talking like that in post-game interviews.
Yo, listen,
facts.
I mean, something got to change, because being in the playing is dangerous, son. You feel me? Like, it's one game. Like, it's one game. And that's it. You feel me? Like, it's dangerous. So, y'all need to do something to get yourself out of the playing. You feel me? And
we feel the urgency, bro.
I think y'all, like, how many games y'all are behind the person in front of y'all for the last playoff? So how many games y'all?
Like 5, man. 5? And that's Boston.
5 with like 19 left.
18 left, excuse me.
18? That's not comfortable.
No, it's not comfortable.
And Boston is playing really good. Boston is playing really good basketball, so I don't see them losing a lot. You feel me?
Yeah, no, this is the pressure I was talking about, and to be honest with you, this is the downside of it. This is the, you know, you gotta handle it and stand on what you said. And the truth is, yeah, it was nice when we had a 21-9 record, but feeling the pressure now to be a championship contending team, but after the losses, again, I was hurt because I don't feel like we had an identity. Well, I will say our identity is without KD is that we don't have a go-to guy situation. We don't have X and O plays that was drawn up for us to go to. Too many ISO situations that was really ran for a player like KD. You don't supposed to run a player like KD like you do Cam Thomas. Not in the NBA. This is a different situation. Even though that shot was nice in the Garden the other day when he stepped back over Grimes. But anyway, but my point is you don't want that every play for him. He did it twice. He had 2 buzzer beaters. That one and the one with the Spurs. So it's like with some good out of it. We got to see some like Cam Thomas shine in situations where maybe we can go to him later in the season and in the in the postseason, in the playoffs, in the finals. You feel what I'm saying? Or Nick Claxton, how he had a career high, a season high, no career high, and Bruce Brown had a season high. You know what I mean? So some good things did happen. You know, I seen us do defense when we had Kessler and Daron Sharp in the lineup, but we went away from it. I don't understand it. So my thing is, the things that we do good, let's stay with it. There's no reason to mix it up after we found out what with what works. You know what I'm saying? And Daron Sharp and Kessler Edwards in the same lineup works. So when they went away from it, I was just like, you know, we're not winning for us to go away from it. You know what I mean? We won a game or two with it. So why go away from it? You feel what I'm saying? So again, you know, I was upset at coaching, man. You know. And I had no time to troll. No time to troll, man. I can't even troll you guys. I was too busy handling Nets problems. You know what I'm saying? It's real out here, man.
There's no trolling Knicks fans at this point, bro. Because at this point, we just like...
Yeah, nah, man. We're not trolling nothing, man.
It is what it is. You feel me? Like, we know we could be better, but we know the reason why we not better is because of the coach. And that's just the fact of the matter. You feel me? Like, you know, I don't think that, you know... The coach, like the point guard situation, erases all our woes, but I think it fixes a lot of them. Because the fact of the matter is, we are in a lot of these games and we have leads in a lot of these games. That means we're doing something right. You feel me? We're doing something right most games to take the lead from a lot of these teams. I think in like all the games that we lost recently, we had the lead at some point, and not just a regular lead, large lead. You feel me? Not just regular leads.
Look at your boy comment.
I saw that already. Yeah.
He said if he's
not just regular leads, large leads, and we lose these leads in the second half. You feel me? Like that's the problem. And in the fourth quarter, and that's the problem. And it's literally, I do the spaces, and if you're listening to the spaces, you can hear the fans and the Knicks-ish live game spaces say, "Yep. This is about to happen right now," and it happens. This person is about to come back in right now, and it happens. At this number, at this point in the game, like this minutes into this quarter, this person is about to get subbed out, and this person coming in, and it happens. That's bad.
No, he don't mix it up. He don't never spice things up. You saying
that's bad. That's bad. If the fans could sit there and call your substitutions before you even do it, that means you're not playing. You're not doing situational basketball ever. You feel me? Like, you're not adjusting to the game. You know, all these teams adjust to what we doing during the game. Like, literally, you watch them adjust. Like, and when we go down on these droughts, and when they go on these 10-point, 15-point, 20-point runs against the Knicks, there are no adjustments. He calls a timeout. Say, for instance, they doing this run, and they go at Evan maybe like 5 times out of the last 7 baskets. You feel me? Like, you think when he called a timeout, he's like, "Yo, Evan, you're shooting bad tonight. They're attacking you. I'm taking you out." No, he'll send Evan right back out there, and they'll continue cooking Evan. You feel me? Like, or they'll run a specific play going at a player, and they do it a few times, and it's like, yo, you're not adjusting to what's happening on the court. You just sticking by your 2K animation, roster rotation. Like, it's a 2K animation. You know, like, if you play 2K, everybody that played 2K know, if you don't set the rotations or change it, at the same time in every game, the rotation is going to change. That's exactly what happened with Coach Tommy T. I can tell you the whole rotations right now. Look, the game starts. Around the 3-minute mark left in the first quarter, there's a guard substitution. Alec Burke probably going to come out, and he's going to bring in Emmanuel quickly. And now lately it's been Cam Reddish around that time. RJ Barrett, Evan Fournier. It's usually Quickly and Sims or whoever the center is. Then the next substitution comes around.
So Sims getting minutes now. Yeah, that's good though, right?
So around the 1-minute mark, that's when you have the substitution for the other 3 guys. That being RJ Barrett, depending on how well RJ Barrett playing, because he might play the whole first quarter. RJ Barrett, Evan Fournier, and Julius Randle. Then about 7 minutes into the second, 6 minutes into the, with 7 minutes left in the second quarter, that's where you start seeing the starters start to be integrated back on the court, and they finish the first quarter. Now, when it comes down to the third quarter, Nobody gets subbed out until around the 3-minute mark. Now, it depends on who's coming in and out. If RJ Barrett is having a really good game, he's playing the whole third. Same thing with Julius Randle and Evan. If they're having a really good game, they're playing the whole entire third. But there's no substitution no matter what's happening on the court until 3 minutes in the fourth. Then around the 8-minute mark, if Julius comes out in the beginning of the fourth or the third, no matter where, he's coming back in around the 8-minute mark. Then the rest of the starters coming back in around the 6-minute mark. Every single time. Every time. Every time, no matter what happened. They could go on we could have a 20-point lead, and the lead is wiped down to 2. He call a timeout. He's sending the same motherfuckers who left. Oh, sorry, baby. He's sending the same people who lost the lead back on the court until the 3-minute mark. It's ridiculous, bro. It's the saddest thing in the world to watch. You feel me? It's the saddest thing in the world to watch.
Right.
Because you start to realize how heavily reliant he is on isolation basketball and stars taking over the game. Like, I always said that we had a team.
That's his style of the game. So he got lucky with Rose in his career.
Absolutely. Why you think he dragged him?
Rose ain't getting lucky when Rose could have did whatever he did as a rookie anywhere.
Yeah.
But Tibbs couldn't get like.
Yeah.
You think Rose could have been anywhere and did that without Tibbs?
Absolutely. All day in America.
Or did he need Tibbs?
Absolutely. All day in there.
Because it seemed like Tibbs get his reputation for having Rose. Is it true?
Bruh, he hasn't been really successful since. I mean, you're talking about a guy who had you talk about a guy who
talk about it, man.
You talk about a guy who had a young core of Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, Zach LaVine, right? With an old school champion and vet in Kevin Garnett to guide that team. Couldn't do nothing with them young boys. Instead, he had Zach LaVine traded for Jimmy Butler, and he brought in Derrick Rose and Taj Gibson. Like everywhere he go, he try to create the Bulls' success on that team. You feel me? Like, and I had hope that he just realized, okay, we got young stars. We got a young team. Let's do something with it. We got guys that show some promise. Let's do something with it.
Speak to what you said. You know, I watched Knicks too, and I heard you say, Tibbs, you ain't going R.J. Rose. So what was that about? You was talking kind of spicy, man. What was going on?
You're not going Derrick Rose, R.J. Barrett, and that's what he's literally doing. Like last game, R.J. Barrett played 40 minutes, bro. Like R.J. Barrett is teetered around 40 minutes. In his last 6 games, he's teetering now around 40 minutes a game, bro. Like, that's ridiculous.
So is it a stretch to say he's been playing 40 plus minutes since his injury, since he came back from his injury?
Pretty much. I'm about to get the exact number right now. The exact number of minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, since All-Star break, we played 8 games or something like that. How many games we played since All-Star break?
Knicks.
I'm just talking about in general.
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
I'm saying I guess 7, 8. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
That's
8.
good.
I'm gonna say 8.
Hold on. Yo, what up, Kev? Who run the city?
Tell Kev that the number is at the bottom of the screen.
Kev.
I just want to say speed and recovery to Steve Nash, because I know that he was in safety protocol, so speed and recovery to Steve Nash. But I noticed that it didn't work out with Jack Vaughn, so I was wondering who you gonna substitute in next. Would it be David Vanderpool or Brian Keefe? That you know, those are my questions for today. Love is love, fellas, and great show.
Thanks.
Bye, man.
All right, later, Kev. Yo, man. Hey, you call my number. The number's right there. It's all good. Shout out to Kev.
But if you want to call
the
up,
coaches.
Hold on. If you want to call up, the number is at the bottom.
982
646.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Kev, though, man.
646. The number is 646 982-296. 62. Yeah, that's the number. Scrolling on the bottom. Just wait till the end of the thing. You're gonna see the number to call up. You heard? Yeah. But shout out to
I
Kev,
thought
though.
he said I'd be ducking smoke. That's why I answered the phone. He always talk about I'm ducking smoke. I wanted
but
to see what he was gonna say, man. He talking
but
hot
to
shit.
answer the RJ Barrett minutes question, in the last 8 games, he's averaging 38.6 minutes a game. In the last 8 games. Bro, that's pretty much the whole game.
38 minutes per game. That's a
That's
lot
literally he's
for a
playing
guy
pretty
that just
much.
came off an injury.
Bro, and this is what I'm saying, son. Like you gonna run this guy and you
gonna read some of the comments after 8?
That's cool.
Or you just want to take calls? Which one?
Either or, it don't matter. It could be both. Like why?
Cause you know, yo, what I wanted to say, I just want, even if we don't, right? I want to shout out the chat, cause I see y'all, man. Y'all doing your own thing over there. Like it's going crazy over here. Again, remember me and you, T-Time, when I used to come up to the studio, I never used to see the chat, and you was like, yo, man, you should see the chat. Shit going crazy. Like they listening to you, bro.
Yeah,
they like, this shit is wild, man. I'm fucking with this. Palmer language.
We gotta, that bothers me. And I think Julius Randle is not too far behind RJ Barrett as far as minutes go in the last 8 games. Hold on, I like to confirm these things.
Yeah, but no,
Julius
even
Randle's
if it's a little off, again.
Julius Randle's averaged 37.5 minutes a game in the last 8 games. So especially,
I think that's summer contract, man.
And then you also gotta look at, like, you contribute to how we've been losing games, right? So we got a call. We got a call on the bat phone. Who run the city? Who this?
You.
Yo, who run the city? Who this?
You.
Saying, yo, you hear me?
That's Marlon, I think.
Yo, you hear me? I can hear you, bro. Talk. Who run the city? Who this?
Yeah.
Bro, I can hear you. Like, talk.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like wondering, like, could you hear me or not?
Yeah, we can hear you,
But
bro.
nobody runs the city
Yeah, we
right
can
now.
hear you, man.
Yeah. What you say, Marlon?
I said nobody runs
Nah,
the
that's
city right now.
mayhem, man.
Both look terrible.
That's May. Yeah, he Mayhem. Look at his name. His whole name is Mayhem Marlem. He on his Mayhem shit right now.
He said nobody run the city right now. We both look terrible.
He on his Mayhem. Yo, I can't be mad at Marlon, man. He on his Mayhem shit. His name is Mayhem. He's causing mayhem right now, man.
We have 2 competitive teams. I mean, 2 teams that could be competitive, but the coaching ain't letting us
I agree with that.
compete.
I agree with that.
I think a lot of fans are saying it's the same thing about the coaching, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We sitting there, we watching like, yo, this should not go this way.
Right. It's crazy. And
I'm telling you, I think Nash should be a good coach for the Knicks. Like the way he mixed up the roster.
I don't see either team progressing.
Bro, let's say that again, Marlon, because Big Ben Breach talking over.
Nah, go ahead.
Until we get our coaching staff together, man, I just don't see either team progressing.
Yeah, I agree. I do not see either team progressing unless the culture change, son. That's a fact.
I ain't gonna lie. When you think about championship teams, coaching is big.
I appreciate you, Marlon.
All right,
yo, shout to Marlon, man. Shout to Marlon Mayhem, causing mayhem, man. Said the Nets coaching is that bad. They asking Nash what's going on. Nash, hold it down, Nash. I hope you get healthy, Nash. Nash, you had the best coaching game of your life the other day, Nash. Where you at, man? Get healthy. But yeah, man, you want to see the talent. That's how players become favorites. You know, they go out there, they get their minutes, they earn their minutes. You're like, wow, this guy, you see him on the come up. And everybody wants to see that story, you know, again, not being salty. That's kind of like Giannis' story. When you look at Giannis, he's a player when he got in the league, he was skinny. You know, he really worked hard on his body for his physique to be like that, for him to be the quote unquote running dunk man or whatnot, right? He's this guy that became talented and became more skilled because he put in the work and he worked on his body on top of working on skill. So again, I'm saying Giannis is a player that you watch develop. And being a fan of this, I kind of like players that come out the draft and watching them develop. And that's why I'm kind of upset about, you know, certain players like Clax not getting minutes. We've been waiting for him to develop. We had a big, you know, it was big talk around him for like 3 years. You know, here's the time where he could be at the prime, and it's a great opportunity for him to get minutes. And he's not getting the ones that I feel like he deserves. I think he should get 25 minutes plus, significantly, because the vets are the vets, and you want to give these guys minutes. Claxton is not going to give you buckets like KD, but he's going to stop teams from scoring. They're not going to come down the floor and score every time. It's going to take them 2-3 times, maybe 4 times to score. So if they score 1 out of 4 times, because Clax on the floor, he's doing his job. We don't need him to score like KD. We got Day'Ron Sharpe, and we don't need him to score like KD, but he gives us another point of attack. He can score in the paint, and that's the significance I'm hooping and hollering about. They bring something different to the Brooklyn Nets as part of our arsenal. It's like something, you know, you color in a picture, for lack of better words, and it's like colors you don't use. Like, use these colors too, you know what I'm saying? Like, put that sound all kind of crazy. But my point is that, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, the way the internet is, like, but seriously, like, these are weapons on our team, and they can be utilized in a way where you can see that they earn their minutes. That's what the G League is for. They go down to get ready. They stay ready so they won't have to get ready. And I think that's what we discussing. I think that's what we doing, and I think that's what it's about. And I think if we show defenses that we have different points of attack, it makes us a more dangerous team. And again, I always hear it's acknowledged that any championship team gives kudos to the coach. You never hear that, oh, it was a championship team, but it was a bad coach. Every coach gets heralded that's a championship team. I mean, am I wrong? Or maybe I'm like more than half right. You know what I mean? Percentage wise. Most times coaches are on it when it's a championship team.
So the only time I can say that that's not necessarily true was with LeBron and the Cavaliers when David Blatt was the coach. Because he's never coached again since then. Like in the NBA. He never coached in the NBA before. Got a ring coaching LeBron, and then never coached again in the NBA.
Who are you talking about?
David Blatt.
What's his name?
David Blatt. He was a coach for the Cavaliers when LeBron and them won the championship in Cleveland. Yeah, he wasn't.
Fuck.
That's the only time it happened. That was the only time it happened. David Blatt. Yeah. The coaching got changed. But you know, tonight we play the Suns. You know what I mean? We kind of.
Yeah, I can't hear you. Can you hear me, bro?
I can hear you. You can hear me?
I think it's my headphones. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
You can hear me?
If they can hear you, good, man. Let the show continue.
Check my audio.
It might be my headphones, but I can't call it.
It might be yours because I'm checking my levels on my audio, and I can see I can hear myself.
Ask them, can they hear you? That's what's important.
Yo, if y'all can hear me, somebody let me know in the chat if y'all can hear me, man. If y'all can hear T-Time, you heard? Yeah, but
Damn.
I guess not, because ain't nobody responding. But I'm in levels. That's the problem. Like, that's the crazy. I don't know what happened with Big Vin Breezy, but yeah, like I was saying, you feel me? We play this tonight, 10 p.m. Thank you, Marlon. He's injured. So is Chris Paul. Frank Kaminsky. Darren. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I know his first name is my last name, Dario. But that's mad funny. But yeah, all those people out, right? So we kind of lucked up when you gotta put yourself back. Oh man, this dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right. Yeah, that was you, man, because they could heard me. You heard?
Yeah, nah, I'm good.
But yeah, like I was saying, we played the Suns tonight. Devin Booker out, Chris Paul out. We kind of lucking up in that aspect, but I can't even say that, with confidence we're gonna win this game because I don't have no faith not in the players, but the coach. You feel me? Like I have faith in the players. I think the players win this game, but they just.
Oh fuck! Why can't I hear you? Fuck. Damn. Oh, I can hear you. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, so I don't even have no faith that we're gonna win this game because the coach, he's coaching guys out of position. I'm getting mad feedback from your headphones.
All right.
Yeah, like that's the worry. I got faith in the players. The players prove that they can hang with some of the best teams. You feel me? Like if you just look at the way, like we've been putting the work to some of these really good teams in the first 3 quarters. But when it comes down to making adjustments, that's where it lacks. There's a lot of people that want to put the blame on Julius for not coming through in the 4th. But I'm like, bro, if you look at the minutes he's logged.
Damn. What you do just now? I can't hear you now.
Yeah, that was me this time. Yeah, that was me this time. Yeah, but if you look at all the minutes that Jules is putting in, and when it come down to the end of the game, bruh, now we're playing a faster pace to add to that. You feel me? For the first 3 quarters, we're playing a faster pace. Like guys are sprinting down the court, and you're not talking about like a little guy. You're talking about a guy that's 6'9", like 240. Like,
hey.
You feel me? Like, so when Julius only scored 4 in the 4th, I can see why. You feel me? I can see why. And then teams are looking to take the ball out of his hand in the 4th. Like, so you add that on top of being tired, you're not going to see major production from him. It's just not going to happen. You feel me? Or RJ for that matter. Like, because these guys are being they're tired. Like, I really think we're going to come out in this game, we're going to take a really large lead again, and we're going to lose it. I really feel like that's going to happen. I feel like we're going to come out and we're going to start putting the work to these guys, like we've been doing.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. You do good work when you do your trolling. I tried to find a clip but I couldn't find it, really, because it was busy. But I tried to find a clip where you was just speaking highly of Tommy T. Ultimately, to ask you, is this the biggest decline from a coach of the year? For real? Like, he was the coach of the year last year. Like, I never seen the coach of the year decline, like, from year to year like this. Is this the first time this ever happened? Or is it he's being exposed when he doesn't have roles?
I think he's being exposed when he doesn't have roles. I mean, like, honestly, because I really feel like he's just waiting for Rose to come back and save his job. I really feel like that's what's happening. Like, he's waiting for Rose to come back and save his job. And that's sad. You feel me? I think that was a big hope coming into this after All-Star break, that Derrick Rose was going to come back. He's going to win 10 games in a row. And, well, the Knicks is back in contention for, a playoff spot. Like, no, that's what he was really hoping. I feel like, and
Rose,
it shows
Rose, I gotta respect the fact that he took a second opinion and got his did the surgery,
It was a skin infection. It wasn't even about a second opinion. It was the way he had his surgery. The skin around that area is infected, so he had to have a procedure to get like the infected area taken care of. You feel me?
Okay.
So there's a lot wrong. Like, Coach Tommy, there's a lot wrong with Coach Tommy T's style of coaching. I saw it last year, but it was a lot good that outweighed it. You feel me? That was happening.
Yeah.
Like there's no imagination on the offensive end. Like he coaches a very high isolation style of basketball that's predicated on, you know, the ball handler breaking down the defense and just kicking open to the open man, whether that be the point guard, Julius Randle, RJ Barrett. They isolate, they break down, get into the paint, they kick out to the open man. High screen and roll, get into the paint, finish or kick out to the open man. That's it. That's the offense. You feel me? There's no action happening off ball. You feel me? Like there's no movement, there's no cutting, none of that. You know why? And you know why Obi is not reaching his full potential? Because he's being used as a stretch four, and he's not that. Obi is a smash.
I've been waiting to say this all week, man. You know, because I watch the Knicks when I get a chance, right? I looked at the stat when I was looking at our stat, like, yeah, you know, the Nets should be the top 4 for ball rotation and assists. We like a number 11 to actually, and you guys were dead last though. Like y'all were the last team. I was surprised. Like damn, you know, I thought I had jokes or whatever, but to see y'all actually last, it was like crazy. And hold on, the next thing I wanted to say to add to your point is I don't see why Obi isn't popular. He in the summer league. He was co-MVP. Then he won the dunk contest. This isn't yelling, "Hello, give me some minutes." You feel what I'm saying?
He's being used in the wrong way, and it's making it hard for him to flourish in the right way, because he's being used as a spot up spread four. He's not that.
Yeah, I could have kept Knox for that.
He's not a stretch four. He's not. If they used him in the way that he's supposed to be used, a lot of high screen and rolls. A lot of high screen and rolls, get him in some action, go into the basket. He can finish it around the rim with both hands.
He reminds you of Mo Bamba, maybe? He could be used like a Mo Bamba?
Yeah, but Mo Bamba just, I think, a little better of a rim protector than Obi is.
No, but just on the offensive side of the ball.
Absolutely, that's what's supposed to happen. But the thing is, I think Obi has a better handle than Mo Bamba. Like Obi could take some people off the dribble as well. You feel me? But he's being used, stand in the corner or the wing, wait till somebody pass you the ball and
that's
shoot.
Not his strength.
Bruh.
You're asking Shaq to take a 3-pointer. You want him dunking the ball.
I watched Obi shoot so many air balls. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that he should never shoot 3-pointers. That's
right,
not what I'm saying.
No, I'm with you, bro.
But that should not be the focal point of like his game when he's on the court. You gotta and to answer your question about the assists. The reason why we dead last in assists, because 2 reasons. Alec Burke playing the point guard.
Yeah.
And 2, Alec Burke playing the point guard.
Oh man.
Alec and both of those reasons, I said those, but they're 2 different separate reasons though. Alec Burke is not a point guard. He doesn't look to assist. When he drives, when he gets the ball at the key, his drives is for either him to create contact and get the foul or try to finish at the rim. He's not looking to facilitate. Then the second reason is Alec Burke, because Alec Burke has the slowest pace in the NBA. There's no early transition basketball when he's on the court. Nobody
can see this?
No, you got to read that.
This is Miles McBride G League stats: 29.4 points, rebounds, 5.6 assists, 9.6 pi. I don't even know what that is. 18.7. Second round pick, number 36. So, you want to hear his NBA stats? Let's not.
I already know his NBA stats. You feel me? There's only 3 games that he got major minutes, right?
How is this screaming not give me more minutes?
So you know, I did this on Knicks-ish because I had a fan that was trying to tell me Miles McBride is not ready for NBA playing time, which I thought was craziness compared to what we have on the court, right? It makes absolutely no sense that somebody would say something like that. But hold on, give me a second so I can pull up the stat. But
yeah, no, with you.
Yeah, so
they talk about trading Mitch Robinson. That's crazy.
So there's only 3 games. excuse me, five games where Miles McBride played 15 minutes or more, right?
Yeah.
So, and the stats goes as follows. His first game he played 20 minutes, wasn't a great game, but Alec Burke is not doing any better, right? He had 8 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. He shot 50% from field. He was a +4 in that game, right? His second game was his first NBA start of his career, right? He was 15 points, 9 assists, 4 steals, right, and 2 rebounds. He was a +19 in that game. He played 35 minutes that game.
Yeah.
Right? His next game, then he got major minutes, 24 minutes. He was 0 points, 0 points, 2 steals, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. But he was a +39.
Wow.
With no points.
That mean he controlling the offense.
Bruh, you hear me?
Yeah.
You hear me, right?
It's
like,
a shame.
So boom. But wait, there's more, right? So, again, the next 2 games, he didn't play well at all, right? He was a negative in both of those games, right? So, my point is, he's a rookie. This will happen. You have to let him play through these things. But to say that he's not ready and can't play at an NBA level is false. His first 2 starts of his NBA career, he had a 15, 9, and 4 steal game, and he was a +39 with no points in his first 2 NBA starts of his career. So that means
and the reason I think
last thing, that means in that 30 +39 game, not only was he controlling the offense, but he was producing defensively. You feel me? Because that also counts.
Fast breaks, transition baskets.
Bruh, you feel me?
Yeah.
So you can't tell me Alec Burke is the best option, and in the last 8 games, Alec Burke is a -54.
Burgers and fries. That's what I call them, guys.
He's not a burger.
Yeah.
No, he's not a burger. He's not a burger. He's just playing out of position.
So, you know what they said? Yeah, no, somebody said that. They said you're trying to fit a square peg in a circle or something like that.
I said that.
You're trying to... Oh, yeah. Somebody's... Yeah. But, yo, bro, I'm telling you, man, that matters a lot, too. I seen that with Kenny Atkinson, how he was developing Karras, seeing if he was a 2, 3, or a 1. And honestly, Karras can play 1, 2, or 3. Again, I'm saying as a fan, we all enjoy player development. And these players won't develop if you play them in the wrong place. And you know what I'm saying? And they're not getting the minutes that they deserve. You know, if you want to see a player develop, me as a fan, I want to see the one of my... I like saying, you know, which one rookie week to week is my favorite. And it's easy to make that decision if only now one of the rookies is playing. You know, I still think we should be playing all 4. And I really feel like player development is a fun part of the game for a fan. And not seeing one of your favorite players get minutes when you know they deserve minutes, it could be up, you know what I mean? It bothered me a little bit, you know what I'm saying? To keep it real with you. Word. I want to see Day'Ron Sharpe get minutes. What
bothers me is not necessarily that Deuce is my favorite player. I like him. You feel me? But it's the lack of use when, in light of there's no like it makes no sense that he's not playing. You feel me? Like there's no, you could give no real reason why he's not getting PT. Because you know Alec Burke is not working at the point. It's obvious. The numbers speak to it. You can see it with the eye test. At point guard, Alec Burke is ineffective, right? Then there's no Derrick Rose, there's no Kemba Walker. Why? And we're losing. It's not like we were winning. If we were winning, I could, all right. You got it. Even if Alec Burke ain't working, you could at least point to the fact that, hey, we're winning games though, right? But that's not even the case.
That's what it's about. That's what it comes down to, yeah.
It's not even the case. You feel me? And that's the part that's most frustrating. You feel me? So that's the 2 main reasons why I want to fire Coach Tommy T. But I will give credit where credit is due. He is playing Cam Reddish. You feel me? Cam Reddish is starting to get more PT. And I think he should get more PT, especially on nights like last game. There's no reason why Evan Fournier should have played 30-something minutes or close to 30 minutes, 20, whatever minutes, however many minutes, especially playing the whole third quarter when he was 1 for 8 from the field. When Cam Reddish not only is a better defender, he does way more things better offensively. Like, he has a more complete offensive game than Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier is a way better shooter than Cam Reddish, right? But Cam Reddish could take you off the dribble. He's a better passer. Like, he's a better finisher around the rim. Like,
so is it fair to say that you wanted to see Cam Reddish get more minutes than Fournier since he got to the team?
No, I want to see him get more minutes when Evan is ineffective and not scoring. You feel me? Because we can have a night when Evan starts off hot and he dropped 30. All right, leave Evan out there. He's cooking, right? Evan is even a better defender when he's scoring like that. You feel me? Like,
okay. But
when he's not scoring, he becomes a traffic cone on defense. He's chucking up threes that are not going in. He's hurting the team.
Yeah.
When you got a guy, even if
I found the quote.
Even when you got a guy, even if he's not scoring, he's still not a super liability on defense. Because, yo, you know how many times I watch Cam Reddish contest the shot and is a really good contest because he's 6'8" with super long arms? Like I see he challenges. I see him challenge his shots. I'm like, that's a good contest. And it's not him closing out recklessly.
Yeah.
It's not him jumping out of the gym. It's just the fact that he's 6'8" with super long arms. That's it.
You can't take a good look at the shot. Yeah.
You feel me?
No, to add to what you said, it say during New York 6-game losing streak, Allen Burks has posted the worst plus minus -52 in the entire league. So you talk about plus minus with Deuce, you got 39, and then you got -52 in the entire league. This is the worst. But Burks is not to blame. The fault lies with the head coach, who is stubbornly attempting to cram a square shooting guard shaped peg in the round point guard size.
Somebody stole that for me because I posted that picture on Twitter. That was what's his name? Shwemi
this
Poop
is
or whatever.
This is Tommy Bear, Knicks to everything.
Oh, yeah. He followed Knicks. He jacked me. I gotta talk to that man because I posted a picture, literally a coach, like a guy in a suit that looked like Coach Tommy T, sitting at the table with a circle block trying to jam it into a square peg, son. I literally posted that.
He probably, it's just a quote. It's not the picture.
I know it's the quote because I saw the same quote. Word. But I just want that to be known. He out here swagger jacking, man. Now, I don't know if he took that.
So, hold on. Let me ask you this. Because you say y'all got a lot of money, right? And I'm looking at the world's valuable teams. Y'all number 3 on the list. So, you guys, even now, salary cap-wise, again, it's all fluff, right? If you guys don't shop the big market player. And also, if you guys got a coach who won't play your young talent, it's fluff to have these draft picks. So who's wrong? The front office is wrong for getting these draft picks to build towards the future, or is Coach Tommy T wrong? Oh, okay, that's the picture. Valid.
February 15th, I posted that on Twitter. You feel me?
Valid.
And it kind of looked like Coach Tommy T too, right?
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, but
man. Yeah, so like y'all got young guys. Y'all don't play those guys. The Knicks are pretty consistent, man. Y'all mad at Tommy T, man. Nobody's happy with Tommy T. I don't see how he could stay in town after this season. How he go coaching a year to this?
So this is how I feel.
And you saying with this team? Let me ask you this: with this team, with the record y'all have now, what do you think this team could be with good coaching? The record, in your opinion?
I think we obviously above 500. I think we be teetering around where Boston at the 5th or 6th seed because
okay.
The beginning start was not all on the coach. You feel me? That was not all on coaching. Like that was.
Y'all had a good start, 5-1.
I'm talking about the beginning of the game. I mean, the beginning of the season is more than 6 games, right? And that's what I mean. the beginning of the season. Like we had that good 6-game start, and then it was a long stretch of bad basketball. Like so, that wasn't necessarily on. Excuse me. That wasn't necessarily on Coach Tommy T. That was on poor play by the players. They just couldn't get right. But this latter half of the season, like that, the month of January and February leading up until the All-Star break until now, all on Coach Tommy T. You feel me? I understand you had to give Kemba time to try to see if he fits with the team. You should have isolated sooner that didn't work, right? He didn't do that. He didn't do that at all. So that's problem number one. Then Kemba goes down. Your solution all season has been to play Alec Burke at point guard. That's problem number two. Then you start really starting to look at the rotations, and you look at all the major leads we lost in like the last month. That's all on Coach Tommy T. You feel me? Like,
Bless you.
But as far as I feel like, thank you. As far as I feel about Coach Tommy T moving forward with the New York Knicks, I want to, as much as I want him to, to be fired, I still also feel like he deserves another season to redeem himself, right? I want him gone because I don't want him to injure R.J. Barrett for the rest of his career, right? But I also feel like for him to rectify, like to try to right the ship next season, and he deserves that much for winning Coach of the Year, getting us into our first playoffs in 9 years. He deserves a second chance, and I feel like the same way about Julius Randle too. Even though Julius Randle's playing way better than he is in the beginning of the season, like he deserves another season. You feel me? To show that he could be consistent, and because of the same reason, MIP, first time All-Star, took us to our first playoff largely because of him in 9 years. He deserved that. If it's another bad season, then you start looking at him like, all right, buddy, you better fix something. You better fix something.
Yeah. But I said that last season too, the Rose effect. I always, and you was saying that, and not even contrasting him to my coach or the Brooklyn Nets coach, right? Just again, the Rose effect. And you see the difference between superstars and how effective they are on teams. They're like a player coach. They're like a coach on the floor. That's how I look at it. Like, when these players are not on the floor, that's when the coach is supposed to step up with X's and O's. All right, look, I drew this play up. I promise. This the same play that we practice over and over at practice. If you run this play, shout to Coach Pop. Coach Pop is from one of those systems that, listen, you ain't got to be the best basketball player. Run this play. Run this play until you got it down packed. That's why Patty Mills is play the way he play. He don't change, man. He don't deviate. He's a catch and shoot player. He built his whole career on his strength. And I think that's what we're talking about. The coaches, the good coaches, playing to the players, specific players, talent and strength. And you let them do that a whole lot. You give them a lot of minutes to do that, 1 or 2 or whatever things it is. Like how many talents and skills it is. But a coach can notice and acknowledge the talent and strength in each player. Say, okay, now he's a leader over him. Like not him, but like he's a leader of a team opposed to him being a leader of the team. Patty Mills is a leader of the team because he know how to amp up the team and amp up the crowd, but he's not the leader of the team because he's a point guard that know how to facilitate. You got to know the strengths of your players. And I think, Zen Master, coaches like that known for knowing specific players like Rodman. Like, they asked, what you do? You know how to handle a Rodman? And he was just like, yeah, send him through. Know what I'm saying? I'm the Zen Master, So, yeah,
so what you saying
you need
about
good coaching to win championships.
Having players play to their strengths. This is why I have a problem, because he's not doing that. It's just that simple. He's not doing that. You have a team. You have a team that you have a team that that is filled with athletes that will excel in, running up and down the court. You feel me? And being in transition because they're young, got them young legs. You feel me? I'm talking about R.J. Barrett, even Randall excels in a high pace offense. You're talking about Obi Toppin. You're talking about Cam Reddish. You're talking about Emmanuel Quickly. You're talking about Jericho Sims, even Mitchell Robinson. A whole bunch of guys that could run the floor. But you playing a guy who runs in Alec Burke, who is the slowest pace in the whole entire NBA. Rated the slowest pace point guard in the whole entire NBA. You're not playing the team to its strength. Now, if you look at when we taking these leads against these other teams in the beginning of the game, it's because we're doing what? We're playing high tempo. We're running off of makes and miss. Quickly get in the game. Quickly is running off of makes and miss. As soon as he get the ball, I'm sprinting down the court. We're getting in the early offense before the defense can set, because I know I got guys on this court that could finish around the rim. You feel me? Yeah. And you get your best 3-point. If you want to shoot 3-pointers, you get your best looks usually in transition.
Yeah. Yo, but also exactly, I was saying that as well about the best teams having the transition baskets, and that's what I'm asking you, and I'm saying what it is with me with my run team. My run team, who I want running down the floor, I want Nick Clax, I want Bruce Brown. You understand? I want Seth Curry for that Patty Mills, and a banger. Maybe somebody even like James Johnson that'll just go straight to the basket. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want certain players on that fast break. If you had 5 guys that you want on the fast break on the Knicks, who you got?
It's so many. On a fast break, I want R.J. Barrett. I want Julius Randle. I want Miles McBride, because I feel like he'll excel in that pace too. So that's the one who I want I want Cam Reddish. And I want Jericho Sims. Like, that's my we out. You feel me? We out. We gonna run y'all out of the gym. And I feel like, RJ Barrett and Cam Reddish shoot 3-pointers just well enough that they're not a horrible 3-point shooting team. You feel me? As a matter of fact, I'll take that back. RJ Barrett is a really good 3-point shooter now. He's a really good 3-point shooter. And I defy anybody to challenge me on that, because he's a really good 3-point shooter now. When he's mixing up his game, playing inside out, I think RJ Barrett is somewhere around like 39% in like the last 12 games. You feel me? Like, that's
we heard about RJ Barrett.
Yeah, so
on this side of the bridge, we hear a lot of things about RJ Barrett. Not much about any. They said Randall he played, but he get his numbers. And like you said, hearing you week through after week, from your perspective, they run out of gas in that fourth quarter.
Bro, and I hate when people try to say, Julius Randle give you empty stats. That's cap. Because a large reason why we get in these leads is because of Julius Randle stats. An empty stat is the game is over. It's 4 minutes left. We get blown out by 20, and you just going for buckets and rebounds. You feel me? Like that. Those are empty stats. Not when it's the second quarter. We're up by like 10, 12, and you're increasing our lead. That's not an empty stat. That's not an empty stat. That's you getting buckets in the flow of the game, and Julius Randle's been doing that. Over the last 8 games, Julius Randle was 23, I think 10 and 6. Those are not empty stats. You feel me? Like, yes, you want him to be able to close out games, but if you look at his usage and how he's being used in a rotation standpoint, it makes exact sense why he's not closing out games, why he's missing defensive assignments at the end of games. Guys are tired. The whole team can't get stops at the end of the game because you're playing the guys that you're going to play at the end of the game the whole entire third quarter, and you're playing them 8 minutes into the fourth. 8 minutes remaining in the fourth. That's not a recipe for success on any level.
No.
I like to use the example. I like to use the example. My fault. I like to use the example of how the coach of the Bucks. I forgot his name, but the coach of the Bucks, how he plays Giannis. So if the game is starting The Bucks are doing well, and they got a lead early. Giannis is coming out early, maybe like 4 minutes into the game. If they go and they get a 10-point lead early, Giannis is coming out 4 minutes into the game. He gonna get a 4-minute rest.
Keep him fresh.
He gonna get a 4-minute rest. Then he's coming back in and close the first, right? Then he
tempo.
Then he might not start the second, depending on where the game is.
Extra time, extra rest for the commercial breaks, all that.
Because he's going to close.
Yeah, I know.
He's going to close out the first half, and it's the same thing.
Exactly.
He manages Giannis minutes according to how the game is going. If we're up 20,
right,
put Julius Randle on the bench, put RJ Barrett on the bench. Let's get some rest. Now, if you see they go on a run, 15-0 run, whatever, and they cut into the lead or about to cut it back to single digits, then you get them off the bench. Go get my lead back.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's how you manage the game. You not by a minute, like a minute number. That's ridiculous, and that's what kills me, and that's what's been killing this team. That's what's going to probably kill this team tonight. You feel me? Like,
I hear you. Like, for instance, even just adding to that, right? Watching KD play, right? He scored 8 straight points. My thing is, he don't have to score that 10th straight point. You know what I mean? We was getting stops, and he scored 8 straight. When we was getting the stops, he was our go-to guy. We went through KD, and he got us 8 straight baskets. We was behind 2 points. And my thing is, we didn't have to go to him that last point. He tired. He just scored 4 straight times, and we stopped him for like 3-4 straight times. And what? Yeah, he's gassed now. Like, so my thing is, by not going to him that 5th time, going to somebody else, not giving him a rest, but damn, we can't run the whole offense through him. The defense is either he going to get gassed, or either the defense is going to say, okay, we know the ball is going to go to KD, we going to triple team him, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, we got to switch it up.
You got to use him as a decoy or something.
Yeah.
I was surprised that he played 35 minutes in his first game back. And it's not like he was just out for like 2 weeks or something. He was out for a long time. You feel me? Like,
because of the injury, and playing at full speed, we needed that time.
To me, that's bad coaching. You feel me? To me, that's bad coaching. Because in the grand scheme of things, it's bigger than one game. All right, we might lose to Miami, but also I'm protecting my star player. Like, all right, we lost to Miami, okay, because it's bigger than tonight. You feel me? Because we want to make a stretch run, but you know how much risk you put a player at from not playing in game speed to throwing him straight in at game speed and playing him 35 minutes, bruh. That's how muscles get pulled.
Yeah, no, but
like that's how
no. Shout to Sean Marks. They say he was playing at game speed in practice, and I think that's for that very reason, for him to avoid, for him to. No. Of course, it's different. It ain't the same exact thing, but it wasn't like they were playing half speed. You know what I mean? There's full speed. I guess there's half speed, full speed, then game speed. And you can only go game speed when you at the game. So I imagine he was playing full speed shit, because the way he was playing, to me, he didn't look gassed. I didn't see the chemistry, though. I seen a few defensive assignments we could have been better on. And we got to decide whether we're going to fight over the pick or fight through it. I mean, let him go around. And it depends on who we playing. You better fight over that pick if it's Tyler Hero. You know what I'm saying? If it's Tyler Hero, you fight other. But if it's a pick and roll, Drummond. We don't need Drummond to guard Tyler Hero. You drop and you guard Bam. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm saying, like, defensive chemistry. Our leaders are Bruce Brown and Nick Claxton. Even though Drummond is known for blocks, he's not our defensive leader. I think we can stay consistent with having the perimeter defense be the most relevant part of our defense. And, Drummond is just that significant piece that we needed for as a rim protector. But first and foremost, let's not keep switching it up. Let's find out what works and go with that. And that's our perimeter defense with Bruce Brown and Nick Claxton. I feel like we went away with that. We went away from that. And every time we go away from with something that works, like, it's like be like, oh, this worked. Let's try this. I know this will work because that worked. No, maybe this is just working for us. You know, defenses, coaches make adjustments. I see Spoelstra, he switched to the zone, and it worked. When we switched to the zone, it worked. And again, I'm saying the coaches got to do that all through the game. You can't put us in a situation where something don't work and we just ride it out. No, call a timeout. Ain't no ride it out, call a timeout. This ain't working. Timeout. Yo, we need to talk this over. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up?
And I honestly think, you said the zone, and I was thinking about that too, especially when you have situations where, like, you got Evan on the court and teams are trying to take advantage of Evan. Like, bruh, you switch it up to the zone. There's way more help defense for Evan in the zone than it is in man-to-man. Like, and when you have somebody who's as good of a rim protector as Mitchell Robinson, that's what's going to anchor your zone, and that's how it works. You feel me? Like but he doesn't do that, and that's my problem. Like, there's like, if you want to, my thing is, if you want to stick with Evan when he's cold and not playing defense, you have to kind of, hide his deficiency in some way. Like, you don't even put him on the worst offensive player on the court. Like, sometimes I'll be like, yo, why is Evan guarding this guy? Like, why? Like, hope he's playing OKC. Hold on. Kalia fell off the couch.
Oh, man. Yo, shout out to Kalia. I hope she's all right, man. For real. Yeah, man, I just wanted to talk to T-Time about some standings real quick when we get back, They're actually in 12th place and have a chance at going to the playoffs. I mean, the play-in is the playoffs, but the play-in is the play-in and the playoffs is the playoffs. But to get to the playoffs, you got to play the play-in. I get it. But my point is that we shouldn't be in this conversation. We should be... we gotta get to the Cavs. The Cavs, they just lost 2. We lost 3 straight. We gotta start winning. We can't hope other teams lose. We gotta win. We gotta win some games. How Kalia doing, man? She good?
Yeah, she good.
All right.
Yeah, but man. What time is it? Oh, hey, we got a few more minutes. But I pretty much said all I need to say. I ain't got no much good to say. So
yeah, no, I was saying, I always like to go look at the schedule to see what you think the record is going to be up until next week. Y'all got the Suns tonight. What are you predicting, a win or loss?
Listen, if the coach could continue to coach how he's been coaching, which I believe he will, I don't see no wins, because it's not a winning philosophy that he's coaching. It's not a winning philosophy.
Yo, this is a yeah.
Like, yo, bro. Like,
this is what?
I've seen enough to know that what he's doing is not working. What he's doing is not working, bro. Like, I feel like if
it's a 7-game road trip, bro.
Yeah, I feel like if we do win tonight, it's only because Booker and Paul is not playing. Like, because
get that win, man.
Because the way Coach Tommy T is coaching is not conducive to winning basketball. It's not. Like, this man really think Alec Burke is the best point guard we got. That says enough. When every major metric says that he isn't.
He's exposed without rules. I'm sticking with that, man. That shit funny as hell.
Bruh.
Y'all got 7 games on a roll, bro. Lord of mercy. And y'all got us next week, Sunday. Then y'all get to go home, man. Like, sheesh, man. So basically,
until he does something with the rotation and in the point guard situation, it's clipped, bro.
You don't see nothing, no wins, and the Clippers, the Kings, the Dallas Mavericks, the Grizzlies. I ain't gonna ask us because we be giving y'all work. So.
I don't know, the way y'all been playing, we got a chance. But we look. The way y'all been playing, we got a chance. So, but you know, it's just I've seen all I need to see. You feel me? Like I've seen it. Like to know that, hey, if he keeps doing this, it's going to keep on manifesting in the losses. Because, like, it's the same exact thing every time. It's the same exact thing. We start off the game hot. Or we play a really good team really good. Like the last game. Second quarter, we're smoking Philly. You feel me? We were smoking Philly in the second quarter. And then everybody in the whatchamacallit, in the spaces was like, yep, this is about to happen. Yep, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. And we're going to lose. RJ Barrett's going to have 30 points and a loss. Somebody said that in the beginning of the game. And I was like,
he be getting buckets.
I'm like, you right. You feel me? You right. Somebody said the same thing about RJ Barrett's 46-point game. He said he gonna get 50 in a loss. Like, because it's the way the coach coaches. Like, just because a player is hot, that don't mean you play him 40 minutes. It don't mean you play him the whole game.
Yeah, you gotta give him some rest so he could be out there fresh, giving them work. And I mean, my thing is this. It's before we go, right? Before next podcast, we got the Celtics, we got the Hornets, we got the 76ers. All three games are vital. The Hornets are in front of us. We need to catch up. The Celtics in front of us. We need to catch up. The Hornets right behind us. We lose this game, they take our spot in the play-in seeding. We go from 9th to 8th. And the 76ers, it's personal. We need to win all three of these games. In the Knicks game, we just need to do that so we could run the city. You know what I'm saying? And we've been doing that as of late, man. Shout out to Marlon causing mayhem earlier. He said nobody running, but we run it, man. But
listen, man,
I just wanted to kind of close off saying that
we got a chance the way y'all been playing. So as bad as we've been, the way y'all been playing, we got a chance. We got a chance.
Man. But I'm glad we got KD back. And before we go, man, Kyrie not playing. Listen, man, he said, you know the rules are the rules, you know the law, and the law is the law, and the rules is the law, and the law is the rules. I said, what? I said, all right, man, you got it, Eric Adams. You know what I'm saying? You got us all hyped. So hopefully Kyrie could play, but it don't look like it.
I'm going to make you tight before we leave, right? I should have said this earlier. Because I felt like, in the interview, like, close after, the James Harden trade, Kyrie said something like, yeah, we got guys that, care about winning and want to put their body on the line and stuff like that. And I'm like, I hope that wasn't a shot at Harden, because that's kind of like contradictory. Because even though I agree with his decision to not get vaccinated, you technically not putting your body on the line for the team. Like, you feel me? Like, nobody's saying you wrong. But to say somebody else ain't putting their body on the line is kind of contradictory. Especially when that same person that he may or may not have been taking a shot at James Harden. That's just the way I took it. You feel me? That same guy played with a hurt hammy in the playoffs. That's putting your body on the line. You feel me? So I don't know if it was, but it just, the timing and what he said kind of made me go, I know you ain't talking about James Harden, and you chose to not put your body on the line for the sake of the team, which you have every right to. Not saying he doesn't, but you made a choice that you wanted to preserve your body and not put it on the line for the sake of the team. That's all I'm saying. You can't say other people don't do that shit. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, shout out to Kyrie Irving. And, as a man, everybody makes their own decisions. And, Kyrie made his. And, he was well aware of what the decision may and may not cause. And, again, the state is the state. And, they have a mandate. Everybody knows what the mandate, whether you agree with it or not. But, again, Kyrie's decision, whether it play, doesn't just affect Kyrie. It's a whole domino effect. So I understand where the perspective of the domino effect. and how they have to tread lightly around the Kyrie situation. So, I'm well aware of that, but that's all politics. Me, I just like Kyrie, not because of anything outside of basketball. Not to say it like that, but I know him from basketball. And it's not like he's just some average basketball player that's being political. Like, he's a really great basketball player, and he's fun to watch. I wish things were, we had better relationships. Maybe with the mandate and Kyrie and everything like that, so that way, he can play basically. And yeah, man, him not playing, it gives KD that I'm the only go-to guy vibe. As much as we don't want him to play hero ball in this 11-game losing streak, when KD was gone, we got to see who could be a go-to guy, and it can be Cam Thomas, but he's a rookie. We want Kyrie out there for the home games, is my point. And we may or may not have him, but excuse me, it'd be damn sure nice to have him. Excuse me.
This is the last
shout
thing
I'm shout really the other vets that get busy.
This is the last thing I'm really going to say. And then I'm not going to say anymore because I got to get this kid ready and get ready for these spaces and the post game after.
Yeah.
So, but I will say this. If KD somehow wins a championship this year, even though I doubt that he will, somehow if he doesn't, this to me will erase. This to me will erase his going to the Golden State Warriors. That's my guy Jay.
Yeah.
Tell Josiah I said what's up. That's my guy, man. What's up, man?
He said what's up, man. Come say what's up, Jay. Jay, come say what up. He's saying what up.
Well, yo, Josiah, what's up, my man? What's up?
You can't hear you got the headphones. You want to put the headphones? Oh, go ahead, say what up.
Josiah, what's up, my guy? How you, man?
Good.
This is spaceship. Built spaceship.
Well, that's Legos? You did that with Legos? Oh, that's nice. I ain't got the patience for that. That's what's up. You feel me? Like, halfway in, I would have quit. So, shout out to you. But let's go Knicks, though.
He's not trying to make you a Knicks fan, is he?
Let's go Knicks. Let's go Knicks.
He said,
let's go Knicks.
He said,
I'm trying to make my son no Knicks fan, man.
Yo, he said, nah.
So you got Nets hoop in his room.
That's my guy, bro.
Word.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
unless you got anything to say, I'm about to get on dad duty too.
Yeah.
Now go ahead. So I'm listening. Go ahead.
I'm about to say this was Knicks-ish. This has been Who Run the City. You already know the vibes. T-Time, Big Ben, Breezy.
We almost up to episode 52, man. Shit is up there, bro. Almost did a whole year, man. We close to it.
I got issues with everybody.
Yeah,
that was in this live and didn't press the like button. You feel me? Because there was way more people in here than we got likes, and I don't like that. Don't like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hit that like button if you like something, man. Listen, trust me, man. We trying to get them sponsors. Nah, I'm just playing. But man. Hit them. Hit that like button if you like something, man. And please help us share. And screenshot some of the stuff we say and put it in clips. Help us do all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of good content in here, man. And thank y'all for sticking around for 2 hours, man. Like, come on, man. I appreciate y'all. Everybody in the chat, man. Marlon, Kev, Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? All you guys, man. Shout out to all y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to Tiggy Kwan, So Greasy, Colt. Bro. We was chatting, bro. We it was a lot of people in here, man. So, shout out to them.
To all y'all. But yeah, see y'all next week. Well, we'll see each other because, same people popping up.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely trolling. And yeah, we need to win all these games. We need to win every game, 18-0. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll see y'all after, the Knicks game. I mean, these late games be killing me, bro. I'm going to be sitting here dying, waiting for this game to get me over because I'll be these late games, 10 o'clock, bro.
Right,
bro, I'll be sitting here watching the game.
It's just the whole anticipation,
And I'm
But
old,
the anticipation too, like
I'm getting old, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, I
it's a
be
West Coast game, so it start at 10. Yeah,
my bed this past
hell
my
yeah,
bedtime, son. Normally, if I'm not doing Knicks and
yeah,
ish, by 10 o'clock, I'm in bed. I'm laying down. I'm under the covers. You feel me? Like,
yo
I'm like,
man, I tried to sleep. Yo, it's hard to sleep though, man. I'm losing sleep, man. Until we get back on a winning streak, I'm losing sleep. You know what I mean, I just be in the bed, but I can't sleep. I'm tossing and turning, man. Hold on, pause. I don't want this to sound too crazy.
Yo, listen, man. These fools are millionaires. I don't lose sleep over millionaires if they're gonna show up to work or not. I don't do that anymore. I used to.
Yeah.
That used to be my life. I used to be like a Knicks loss used to mess up my night, son. Like, but then I'd be like, yo, these dudes is millionaires. They going home. And
Yeah, now I don't be tired like that.
They going home.
Yeah, nah, I definitely.
They going to their mansions.
Yeah, they do.
They going and they getting in their luxury cars. Life is sweet for them after they lose. Me, I'm sitting at home in my regular life, tight. I gave that up, bro.
Yeah, nah, but somebody gonna get roasted. You know what I'm saying? That's for sure. You know, you may go home and put your feet up and live your fancy life, but if you had a bad game, I'm gonna cook something. Know that. It's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. And yeah, man. Listen, it's a ship named Champion. It's a championship. We patched up a few holes in the ship, but we still selling. Still selling, still afloat. So let's keep it going.
Yo, listen, man. In the words of a great Nick, Michael Ray Richardson, the ship be sinking.
We alright, man. We
still
still afloat. We good. All right, later.